Crazy. What's going on, guys? Monday, NBA. We got two games to go over in today's video. Some good ones, hopefully some winning ones. I had a horrible Sunday, like a truly what? Like if I'm going to lose, can I lose like normally? So I'll put the text on the screen right away. You guys see me every video. I'm usually on here 9 out of 10 times saying another winning day. We won more money. Here's all the money I put in my bank account. Nope, not today. Lost a decent little chunk here. You guys can see the updated numbers going across the bottom of the screen there. That is with Sunday's numbers integrated. So 0-6, 0-6. I mean, it's crazy. We had two plays in the NBA. We were on the Magic plus 3.5, and we were on the team total under with the Cavs. So actually the whiteboard winning pick ended up being a client play, a unit apiece. And I'll go ahead and put some screenshots, just some screenshots I took mid-game. Check out what the odds were. Deep into the second, in the second quarter, deep into the first half, the Magic were a double-digit favorite. And the team total at one point for the Cavs was in like the low to mid 80s. We had 98.5. We had 3.5 points in our back pocket with a team that's up 18 points in a game 7. It's gotta be up there, guy. It's gotta be a top 5 meltdown of all time. I know it's a road game. I know it was a young team. It's been a while since I've seen a meltdown like that. Maybe the Phoenix Suns against the Mavericks. And I think what was a game 7, what was that, 4 or 5 years ago? Crazy day, guys. I'm transparent. I'm right here showing you the losses. We got owned today. Couldn't buy one in baseball. We had the under the Red Sox game. A 3-1 game all the way through 7 innings. The live run total in that game was a 5.5 juice to the under. We had 5 runs in the 8th inning. It's just one of those days. You can't buy one. And when you have these days, nothing goes right. A huge collapse by the Magic. Crazy 8th inning in terms of offense in baseball against a good Twins bullpen. So crazy. I mean, if you just simply don't have a crazy meltdown, a historic, insane meltdown in that Cavs game, and you don't have a crazy 8th inning, it would have been a great day, deep in profit. But hey, this is why I preach unit management, bankroll management, and correct unit size. It's so important. On a 0-6 day, a day where nothing went right, everything went wrong, we lose 4 units. Big fucking deal. Like, it's not even a big deal. It doesn't even matter. Look at the bottom of the screen. That was one day we lost 4 units, but over 2 weeks, we're up almost 20 units. In fact, just since the start of the NBA playoffs between NBA and MLB combined in that duration, 19.2 units in profit. If you're even betting $100 a unit, that's almost $2,000. So yeah, I took a hit today. I lost a few $100. It hurts, but it's no big deal. We got 2 games today. Hopefully get you guys another winning pick. We fall to 10-6. We were 10-5. Again, Cavs under 98.5. It looked like you basically could just count your winnings, right? Count your chickens before they hatch, I guess is the word. Look, we don't do that in sports betting. We don't jinx it, but man, it looked good for a while. And it still wasn't like wildly over that total. What'd they get? 106. Mark Strus hitting some threes, and just the Magic, the defense, they just fouled every possession. Like, am I crazy? I know I'm biased because my money was on the Magic and my money was on the team total under for the Cavs. But am I biased to say that like the Magic interior defense, their defense in the paint was fucking pathetic. Like, no one wanted to do anything but just like slap at the ball and get a foul. Wouldn't move their feet. No one would switch or slide for help defense. It was like Swiss cheese. Bad at rebounding, crazy. I don't know, whatever. Move on. Tomorrow's a new day. Or today's a new day, I guess. Tomorrow, whatever. I'm uploading this probably Sunday night. Here we go. 2 games. Time to bounce back. Let's get on the right track. By the way, full transparency, forgot to mention SoBet as well. I've been mentioning that in all of my videos. We lost on SoBet platform as well. SoBet, I'm sure you guys are very familiar with it. It is not my full card. If you want all my premium picks every day, that's on the website. But SoBet is a single pick a day, but it's very affordable. It's only $9.95, less than $10 for an entire month. And once you're on there, you get access to everybody. There's 50 pros on there. I lost today, but I've still hit 8 out of my last 10. So 8 out of my last 10. I think I'm at like 17 out of my last 24, maybe. So still absolutely murdering it, even with a 0-6 day. I mean, just think about this. I went 0-6 today, and my winning percentages in basketball still above 73% and still in the MLB above 63%. These are world-class numbers. If you guys haven't joined my premium yet on the website, this is probably as good as you can get. You get somebody that hits 7 out of every 10 bets at least, and they're coming off an 0-6 day. I mean, if you like hesitated in the last video, you're like, I don't know. Sunday, it's one game. I'm not going to sign up. We'll see if he can win another whiteboard winning pick. Okay, well, I just went 0-6, so you dodged a bullet. Maybe sign up right now. I'm looking for a bounce back day, and we have big opportunities. We have a desperate Nuggets team coming in here. We got a game 1 of another series in the Eastern Conference. I think it's a fantastic time to join. I can't wait to get into these games. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. By the way, all the links to everything is in the description. If you have questions about anything, information, anything that you're uncertain of, just go ahead and drop a comment below. Let's dig into these games here. We got the Pacers. We got the Knicks. We got a 6-point spread and a big total. It seems like every game in the playoffs just seems to be hovering right around that 200 number. Based on what I've seen, guys, I have full faith that the Knicks are going to come in hot. I like their energy. And I like the offense here. The Pacers, I mean, I was betting the team total over for the Pacers in a lot of those games in that Milwaukee Bucks series. The Knicks defense is better. Okay. But it's not great. I still like the Pacers offense here. It's a team that averages about 123, 124 points a game. Knicks are at home. I don't love the Pacers defense. That's for sure. I like their offense at times. It's hit or miss. The days where the offense is missing, though, really bad. I don't know if it was game 5. I think it was game 5 of that Milwaukee series, the game that was in Milwaukee, I believe. Yes, it was game 5 in Milwaukee. The Pacers scored like in the 80s, right? So their offense can absolutely, and I mean absolutely fucking crumble on the road. It's very possible. But in a game 1, I don't know, man. You're kind of coming in with house money. The pressure's on the Knicks, right? When you're starting off a series, you have to protect home court. Like if the Pacers lose this game, you could almost say like, as like a Pacers player or staff or anyone in the organization, you could kind of say like, okay, no big deal. The Knicks won. We were supposed to lose. We were a 6-point underdog. It's game 1. We're on the road. The Knicks are supposed to protect home court. Kind of the same mentality that the Timberwolves had. You kind of get to go in on game 1 on not on house money because it's still so important. But you're trying to like steal a game. You're not expected to win. You're trying to steal a game. The pressure's on the Knicks. I expect the Pacers offense to do just fine here. I thought the 76ers were just horrible. Tobias Harris, non-existent, god-awful. Maxey, some games phenomenal, some games totally obsolete. Embiid was hobbled. I mean, the 76ers, they were just, man, ever since the injury in the regular season, they just kind of went downhill. I like the Pacers. They're going to score on the Knicks. I have no doubt they're going to score on the Knicks. I think the Knicks can carve up the Pacers as well. I don't love the Pacers team. The only thing that makes me a little bit hesitant here in what I'm about to say and suggest that I do think the point total actually goes over the high number of 217. We got some size, man. We got some length and athleticism that might kind of cross each other out. I'm thinking about Smith. I'm thinking about Miles Turner. I'm thinking about, of course, Hartenstein and Robinson. Josh Hart is a very good rebounding athletic guard. Siakam is in there. I mean, we have two kind of lengthy athletic teams that I hope they don't like bother each other too much. I don't think the speed is there on defense. Rebounding and maybe defense in the paint a little bit. But there were a couple games there where the Pacers got absolutely carved up by a Bucks team that was like a G League team. A washed Damian Lillard, a way overhyped Bobby Portis, Beasley, Covington. I mean, come on, the Bucks are miserable. The Bucks were a regular season team that lost back-to-back games against like the Wizards and the Portland Trailblazers. I remember it was like back-to-back games. They were like a 15-point favorite in the regular season with the full roster, and they lost back-to-back. So I don't really want to give the Pacers too much credit for. I'm surprised the Pacers didn't sweep the Bucks. The Bucks absolutely stink. And then you take Giannis out of the equation and a non-healthy Dame. I'm definitely concerned for the Pacers in this series that roster for the Bucks and Doc Rivers as a coach actually like gave them a little bit of like, well, if we maybe lose this game, we could get in trouble here. So the Knicks, I have more confidence with here. The spread of 6, though, I think it's accurate. I think it's extremely accurate. For this game overall, I like the offenses. I think they both can score. I think players like Siakam, players like I don't love the guards though of the Pacers, Naismith and I'm having a mind blank here, but I like the lengthier athleticism to kind of take over in terms of offense here. Like Miles Turner, if his threes are going down, if we can get Halliburton that ugly, horrible jump shot, but some days he's on, man. He can attack the paint. If he does that, you know, the Hartenstein and Robinson, they were a little bit more aligned to kind of deal with another big. I don't know how they're going to do against a Siakam and a Halliburton and a Naismith and some of these other players on the Pacers, Miles Turner on the outside. That's not really what I think the Knicks are set up for. I think the Knicks kind of have smaller guards, DiVincenzo, Brunson, smaller, compact. They go hard. They're tough. They're definitely mentally and physically tougher than these Pacer players. The Pacers are soft. So let's not forget about that. New York's going to go hard here. They're going to bully these boys. But I just don't think the design of these teams is going to correlate into a lot of good defense. So for this game, I'm actually going to lean over the big number of 217.5. I think there's quite a bit of offense here. And I'm actually going to lean taking the points with the Pacers. Like I mentioned already, the Pacers totally hit or miss. We're either going to be like, they might steal the game. This thing's coming down to the wire, just like some of those New York Sixers games, or they could get absolutely just mollywopped like a 115 to like 95, 20-point Knicks win here. I'm going to assume in a lower pressure game 1 feel out type game that the Pacers come in and their offense shows up. I think they're going to score. I think both teams are going to score. I think it's going to be close. I think the Knicks squeak out a win, high scoring. That's the way I'm leaning for this game. Game number 2. This one, man, this one's interesting. I think the handicap on the mentality of these two teams may be more important than actual numbers. You can go over as many checklists and models and statistics and analytics. Do whatever you want to do. You can go full on computer geek for this fucking game. This is mentality. Straight up. This is a mentality game. All these cheap bozos on the internet who say, my model suggests this and a 20-year trend. No. Fuck this. Game 2, let's not get anything twisted. The pressure's on the Nuggets, and this is a little bit scary, man. How are they going to respond? I think so. I think the Nuggets respond here, but they have to. The Timberwolves, I said in that first video, they're going to be in there with a total free-flowing mindset. They're supposed to lose, and they're supposed to lose here. They already stole a game. They really could play pretty loose and free. You stole a game. You got your job done. The whole point of the first 2 games in Denver, if you could just get one, then you're in the driver's seat as the Timberwolves. But you get that fine line of now with almost zero pressure in this game. Is that going to result in another great effort playing loose and free and just a good cohesive, team unit? Is that going to result in another win here with all this pressure, making all the players really tense and like unable to just be free flowing? Like I worry a little bit about, KCP and Brown and even Murray, man. They've been hounding Murray. The defense is good, man, for this Timberwolves team. So I worry a little bit about the mentality of the Nuggets. Are they going to get really tense? Not quite to the level to where they're like in their shell, not quite scared, but just enough to where that routine, coming off that high screen and just taking a jump shot, Michael Porter Jr., is he going to be a little tight, a little tense, knowing that if they blow this game, this series is over. This series is over. It might go 7 still, but it's or 6 or 7 still, but it's over, man. This is a must win. And the pressure here, I think, is something that's not going to be calculated in most people's handicap for this game. Now, on the other side of things, this is the championship team, man, led by the Joker. And the Joker had a horrible game. And I think I did mention it in my previous video that I thought the result of game 1 was not necessarily a super impressive performance by the Timberwolves. I thought it was more so a bad Nuggets game. I thought it was not wildly. I'm talking like maybe 60-40, but I thought 60% of the result of the game was more so the Nuggets playing bad. 40% the Timberwolves really showing up. I think the Nuggets defense shows up in this game. I don't think Ant goes off. He's going to goes off like 40 or 50 points. He's going to get his 25. He's going to get 25, maybe upwards of 30. I don't think he's going to go crazy. In that fourth quarter, Naz Reid went crazy. Maybe single-handedly got hot at the right time and pushed the Wolves over the hump. Joker had a bad game. He scored a lot. His assists were good, but he was not rebounding. He would not grab boards, especially offensive boards. Someone would shoot on offense. He was already headed down the court. He looked tired, slow, sluggish, not engaged. I thought it was a C, maybe a D+ performance from the Joker, despite his stat line. I'm not buying it. I watched the whole game. I'm not going to let, 30+ points and a decent amount of assists, counteract what I saw. I watched the whole fucking game. He was slow, man. Even on the boards where it was his own teammate, Michael Porter Jr., someone in the vicinity, he was not the one jumping. He was kind of content, just kind of jogging up and down the court, doing his job, getting some points. He hit some shots. He got inside. He did well offensively. I expect a big game from the Joker. I mean, a historic game. I mean, like, wow. Yep. That's the MVP type game. So I think he kind of leads the momentum for the Nuggets. I think they follow through. I think Murray does better in this game. I think they have a better overall plan here. I still like the coaching staff of the Denver team better than I like Minnesota. Cat, I don't expect to be as good or as disciplined. Maybe it's more of a frustrating game from Cat here. Ant, not as good as the last game. Gobert, I think it's owned by the Joker in this one, maybe fouls out. I'm going to lean the Nuggets in this one. And the total, I think, is very accurate because I think the Nuggets get the job done, but we might have a situation where totals sort of offset each other to still end up right at that number of 205. So if you're kind of getting what I'm saying, one side I like maybe to be a little higher, maybe one side goes a little bit lower. So making a guess on the 205.5, I don't think is as likely to be profitable as maybe taking a specific team prop. I don't know, guys. I ran through both those games as best as I could do. We've lost 2 of our last 2 whiteboard winners. We fall to 10-6, still up 4 units for free for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy my channel. Hopefully you enjoy my rants. I'm a little bit out of control. Today was a frustrating day, but you see the numbers on the bottom of the screen. If you guys can find me, anybody on YouTube, Wager Talk, Pick Dogs, any website, you guys can leave me a comment below. Find me some other professional that has numbers like this over this time frame. I would like to know, man. Maybe it's someone to pay attention to. As far as today, guys, time to update that whiteboard. And again, just a very quick reminder, those percentages are real. That's almost a 50 bet sample size of NBA playoffs at over 73%. And I'm off an 0-6 tragic, ugly witchcraft type Sunday. Highly recommend you guys get over to that website, even if you're just grabbing a weekly package, man. But there's still a month of playoffs left. Today is May 5th. This will run all the way into early, even mid-June, the NBA playoffs, all the way through the championship. You sign up for that monthly package right now, you're basically going to get the whole rest of NBA this year. Look at the percentage. You want to win money? You want to understand that there's going to be a losing day mixed in every 4 or 5 days. There'll probably be a losing day. Sure. Do you want to actually pay attention to unit and bankroll management and win money over a course of a full month and put some money in your bank account? Maybe consider hopping on that website. Let's update that whiteboard. Let's get another winner. I'm sick of seeing that 10 up there. We need to get to 11, get some French fry action over there. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's go. Let me just update the number here. I want to do this in real time and get you guys the best number. I know what bet I'm going with for today, but I want to make sure it's the most accurate number. Currently, as I'm recording this video, it's 9:00 p.m. Eastern time here on Sunday. So this is going to be in, hold on, where is it at? Where are you at? NBA, man. I can't even find NBA. FanDuel has taken down NBA for some weird reason. Maybe it's just a little glitch in the book. Let me pop over to Pickett Sports and actually run you guys really quick. Just in a minute, let me run you through the money splits as well. I know you guys like to hear the money splits on this game. I do have the data for that. Let me let you know where the money is on both of these games here. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Indiana, New York, we're looking at even splits. Nothing crazy, nothing alarming. Bet whatever side you like. Nothing sticking out. We're looking at 55.8% of bets on the Pacers +6. We're looking at 51% of the money. A little bit of sharp action on New York. Not crazy. I'd call it about even. Nothing there. In terms of the other game, the Nuggets are a public bet, but the money splits are fine. A little bit just, it's fine, guys. 66% on both the amount of bets placed and the money placed on this game against the spreader on the Nuggets. So Nuggets are a public side here. But it's not like the money is lopsided or there's no red flags. So we're in the clear for both games. Money splits are fine, about as expected. Let me get back to the lines here. Let me go back to this. Okay, let me pull this up. We're going to go to team props in this one. Going to really get you guys a juicy pick for this one. Okay, it's at 100 even, 100.5. Let's go. All right, I ran out of room. Minnesota Timberwolves team total under 100.5 points. There's nothing that's going to make me overthink that even if the Nuggets are struggling offensively, because the Timberwolves do have size, athleticism, and effort, there's no doubt in an absolute must-win game, I mean a critical, everything on the line game at home, that at least the defense for the Nuggets has to show up. They have to. They have to figure out a plan to double Ant. They have to shut down the outside shooting of Naz Reid, put Michael Porter Jr. on him. You're telling me that some guy, some YouTuber with 5,500 subscribers and a world-class winning percentage, but some guy on the internet has a better idea than a millionaire NBA coach? I have faith that that coaching staff can at least draw up some type of defensive effort. If the shots don't fall, the shots don't fall. If the Nuggets offense isn't there, if Jamal Murray continues to struggle in the first half, it is what it is. It's sports, and maybe the Minnesota defense is underrated, but I have no doubt that the defensive effort from the Nuggets is going to be elite. I'm taking the team total under for the Timberwolves. See you guys in the next video.